I know that many people have finished some of their revising and editing and were looking for another way to improve their writing. I wanted to share one strategy I've used in the past to help myself see two things. One being the length of my sentences, if I'm varying longer and shorter sentences along the way through my paragraph, and to see if I'm mixing up the ways in which I'm starting my sentences. So I have my printed copy here. I'm going to go through and I'm going to write in the margin how sentences begin in each line. So in this first line, I only have one sentence that begins, and it starts with in. No sentences start in the second line. In the third line, I have a sentence that begins early. In the fourth line, a sentence that begins A. Then this sentence looks like it's pretty long, so that's good because I've had a couple short ones up here. I want to balance it out. Then I have Dr. King here. Make sure you guys can still see. I can keep going, no new line, no new sentence, no new sentence. Here I have one to start my sentence. I continue, then later, then here. And I continue this way to see how long are my sentences really? Have I balanced them? Do I have some longer ones and some shorter ones? Here are some shorter sentences that are closer together. Right? And as I turn to the back, I can continue. Oh, this is a rather long sentence, and then I have one here. And then of course I would have another one here if I had written a closing sentence, but I did not because I didn't want to steal your ideas and mess up your flow. So what I see here is I'm not repeating myself, which is really nice. If you have a lot of sentences that are starting the same way, you can look at adding transitions at the beginning of sentences. You can look at playing with subordinating conjunctions. So if you go back into the editing slideshow on Pear Deck, you can look at different subordinating conjunctions and how they can be used. I'm happy to look at that with you if you need me to. If you're using Dr. King over and over again, I really suggest changing up your sentence. It means moving the parts of the sentence around some or adding something to it to make it not all start the same way, because that makes for kind of what feels like choppy writing even if you have some longer sentences, right? I hope that this strategy helps you make your writing better. Can't wait to see what you do.